I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him. I don't talk to them boys that sat on the benches, boy. I was in the game on 4th and inches. Coach put me.
Hello and welcome back to SML 4th and Inches. I'm Primetime 000, joined by the one, the only, one of the greatest passers, one of the greatest smiles in the Sim Madden League, Straw. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good, man. Excited to be here and ready for some playoff action. So I'm super pumped.
Me as well. Hey, man. So if you guys haven't listened to 4th and Inches, this is kind of we like to talk about a lot of different topics, make comparisons. We just like to have fun on the show. So without further ado, we're going to go into our first segment on the show, which is, drum roll please, SML on the spot. I just put a graphic out today of Young Hurts. I said Young Hurts is the next big thing in the SML. We've seen it with Double Rice No Bean. He had to retire, unfortunately. We've seen it with AJ. He cracked under the pressure. Is Young Hurts Damon the next big thing, or if not, who?
You know, I was thinking about this and I was looking at the people who we have and thinking about who I played. And you know what? I gotta say, I think Young Hurts is the next big thing. When you look at his team, I think he has great team building capabilities, and I think he's built a pretty young team. Some old guys in some key positions, but I think because he's such a great team builder, he'll be able to build that up. His passing is really good. He's top 10 in passing and passing yards. He has a young quarterback X factor that I think he's doing a really great job with, and his running game. I think he just needs a core key running back that he can use. I think he's working with some older guys and in the backfield, and I think if he gets that, he's gonna be really making some noise. He's holding his own in a tough AFC, and he learns from one of the greatest Madden minds that there is, and you see it with how he plays. I think Young Hurts is the next big thing, and I think I'm gonna come around again to him in my narratives. So.
Ooh, we've a little foreshadowing there. No, I think so too. I think there's some other guys in the running though. You see Grimm in the running, Raider fan, our Panthers guy, in the running. There's a lot of new age talent in the league, but to me, when you look at the DNA and the bloodline, he's got it, and he's built his team up. He's done good trades, trading with me, and he's made a lot of good moves. Great roster builder. Now with an opportunity to play Gutta in round one, if he can win that game, he's going to go to Indianapolis and he's going to play the Colts. So I'm excited for that matchup already. I'm licking my chops. But I think he is the next big thing. I'm going to crown him. Let's go 4th and 5. We could go back and forth until we come up with 5 guys or however many we come up with. But who do you think has the most pressure on them entering this playoffs?
Yeah, so I'll start off, and I said this on the countdown, and so I'm gonna come back around with it. Maybe it's also because I might have wanted this guy, but I'm going with Dump. I think Dump made a big splash move, and you see a huge move like that, that means Super Bowl. That means you're going all in. He gave up so many pieces to be able to go and get the prestigious Josh Allen, the golden arm, the big arm, throw any pass. And I know he still had to figure out his offense with now adding that piece in, and he was able to make it to the playoffs. But now all bets are off the table. Records don't matter. You're going in and you're trying to win the Super Bowl. And I think this is when Dump is elite passing ability and Josh Allen should shine. And so I say he has a lot of pressure to see if he can make it happen. Rebuilding now with this team with all he gave up is going to be tough.
Yeah, that's a good one. I have KP down. I think KP, a lot of people had thought he was going to run away with the NFC. It was going to be you and KP. KP is so great. He won somebody last cycle. He hasn't yet. And then he rested some starters really early this season. And if he would have played them, he probably wouldn't have to be playing right now as we speak in week 18 to try to get the number 1 seed. And he's losing by 3 in the third quarter. He could still win that game, obviously. But it's time for KP to perform. We know he's got the defense. We know he's got the style of play that translates to the playoffs. It's time to do it, though. Anybody else you're thinking of?
Yeah, I'll go with Alex. You have a season as great as that. I mean, it's always pressure now to go out and do the whole thing. I think that there was a lot of conversation going around with how great he's been playing, and we know in the SML. Not only is the playoff pressure big, but also success is big. People
Yeah.
start crowning you, even this person's back, that person's back. It starts getting into people's heads. So
Yeah.
he's had a lot of success in the regular season. And again, now everyone is 0-0, and one loss, and that's it for your regular season meant nothing. So I think
Yeah.
Allen has a lot riding on it.
Yeah, no, you're right. And I'll throw another one or two in here real quick. Obviously, I got a lot of pressure on myself to perform. It's been a while, longest drought I've ever had. Dan, also quite a bit of a drought, and QP are some other guys to consider. We got the straw baby on the show. One of the first times we've had a baby appearance on the show. We're hyped up. The baby's hyped up here for the playoff action.
And I'll also add myself on there too. That was the last person I had on there. I think there's been a lot of things, a lot of people. Great passer, great this. I've been to a couple Super Bowls and haven't been able to win one, and so I think everybody's
Yeah.
ready to see me make a run.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a fun playoff because now the pressure's mounting as we're hitting that halfway point of the cycle. Let's have a little bit of fun here. Compare an SML member to a Super Smash Bros. Character. Who do you got?
Oh man. Okay, the first one I'm gonna go with here. I'm giving Woods Bowser.
No, that was mine. Oh, that was good.
It's just too perfect. It's too perfect. And I think if anyone, and I'm sure everyone here has watched and listened to a Woods game, and just the way that he commentates the game, I think that's the same way Bowser would commentate it. Like he's so aggressive when
Yep.
he's good or when he's bad. He's like, go, dude,
Yeah.
no, what was that? And I think it's just Bowser. He's breathing that fire. He's a big guy. He's a monster. You're scared of him the whole time. I'm giving Woods Bowser.
That's a good one. I have meets down for Kirby because Kirby is one of the most annoying players you can face. And meets, you don't want to lose to meets, and you don't want to lose to Kirby in Super Smash Bros. He floats around, he just crushes you. Of course, I love Kirby. He's my favorite character, but you don't want to lose to meets, and Kirby is the one I have. Did you? Was there anybody else you had, or do you feel good about your Woods and Bowser?
The other one that I had, I'd give Matt Ike. I would say Matt is Ike. The moves that are coming, and they're coming so slow, but it's just nothing you can do. And he just pounds you, and he hits you, and he knocks you right off the map. And you saw it coming, but it was nothing you could do to stop it. I'm giving Matt Ike, big bruiser, takes you out his way.
That's good. That's good. The other one I had is QP and Samus. The firepower's there. They got or Mega Man. I was talking because Mega Man can drop the bombs on him. So that was the one I had. Moving on now. It's playoff time. Playoffs are here. By the way, round one we're gonna have a really fun matchup. It looks like Dan and QP round one. It looks like has just locked up now. But do you have a narrative entering this round of the playoffs or this playoffs?
Yeah, and I'm coming back to Young Hurts. I think Young Hurts at the 7 seed surprises us, and I think he goes on a run.
No
and I
way.
think to say that means he has to go through Prime, and I think it's gonna happen. I think this is gonna really cement his NBT moment, and he's gonna take himself to the Super Bowl.
That's good. That's great. I've got a couple narratives I've got holstered here. Number one narrative: QP one and done. He's talked a lot of trash to me. He's talked a lot of trash, and he had an opportunity to play meets in round one. He decided to rest his starters against Soda, and now he lost. What does that mean? Now he's got to play Dan, and you do not want to play Dan in round one. Dan's prepping. Dan's hungry. Dan's going to win that football game by 2 scores. My second narrative: Coach Pauly will make the NFC Championship game in the NFC. The return of Coach Pauly. He's a 7 seed. If he can match up against Raider fan, I think he might be able to win that game against Raider fan. I'm just saying, watch out for Coach Pauly. And my last narrative I have is when you think about SML playoffs, I think this will be the closest playoff. When you think about all of our playoff games over time, I think there's going to be a lot of close games. I think there's a lot of guys in similar skill set in the NFC and the AFC. The matchups are really good already. Dan versus QP is a great game. Gutta and Young Hurts is a toss-up. Meats and Bomber, kind of a toss-up game. In the AFC, NFC side, very similar. Pauly and Raider fan. We're just going to see a lot of, I think, toss-up games, which is great for the league.
Yeah, I agree with all of those. Especially, I think every game is gonna come down to the end. Even if a game looks like it's out of hand, I think the game is gonna be a lot closer than what the score dictated. And in the end, I think the NFC is gonna take home the Super Bowl.
We'll see,
I think
man.
the NFC is gonna take it home.
We'll see. It'll be fun, man. I hope we get our rematch. Is what I hope, and a Super Bowl is what I
That'd be
want.
fun.
So,
That'd be a good time.
guys, that is Straw and Young Straw, Little Straw, Baby Straw. And I am Primetime 000. We are fired up. The playoffs are here. Playoffs. SML. We are signing off 4th and Inches. Until next time, there's Baby Straw rocking it up, pumped up, fired up. It's going to be lit. It's going to be fire. See you guys around.